Hi, everyone. Welcome to
Reality group chat.
Okay, for us, it's laggy, but for you guys, you won't even notice a thing. Hi, guys. I am QT from season 6 of The Circle, and I'm a huge Big Brother reality TV fan, and I'm going to be one of your co-hosts for reality group chat.
Lock it and clock it. Alrighty, y'all. My name is Daniel Cusimano. I'm from season 3 of The Circle. Same as QT, big reality TV fan. I'm gonna give you. I don't know if I can say this. My license plate literally is BB. So I don't know if we can put that in here, but that's how big of a fan I am. So a big fan of everything. Survivor, Amazing Race, challenge, lock it and clock it. But I'm also one of your hosts.
Yes, I am Jordan from season 6 of The Circle. Big Brother reject multiple times, but you know what? Lost 100 pounds going to that house, yet here we are having to talk about it because we didn't get into the house.
Lost 100 pounds to go play Big Brother competitions, ends up going on a show where you're sitting in the house the whole time.
I'm back, honestly. Clock it.
Yeah.
So obviously all of us are from The Circle, Netflix. We come from reality TV background, but at the heart of it all, we all have connected with each other and become such close friends because of our love for Big Brother. And I just feel like Big Brother fans, there's nothing like us. So that's how we all connected. And we all love reality TV so much. So we were like, why not for this Big Brother season, don't we do a little podcast and share our thoughts with everyone, especially having a little bit of insight, I think, that we have from our being on reality TV. I feel like we have a lot to say about different things that go on. So yeah, we want to start this with Big Brother and then possibly maybe in the future do some more reality TV shows, whatever you guys might want.
I mean, Little Miss Thing is going to be doing a Perfect Match soon, and I do think we need to talk about it.
Talk about it.
I don't know about all that, though. Tune in season 3. Anyway.
If you see me on that show, no, you didn't.
No, I don't know that girl. I don't know TQ. I don't know her. Alter ego. I don't know TQ. But guys, no, deadass, I'm so excited. Like, I just, am so excited for the season. I'm sorry, I have to bring it up. We're doing, House of Clues. It's giving, murder mystery vibe. It's giving, Clue vibe.
Are we thinking that it's going to be an actual house guest, or do we think it's going to be something like last season where they bring in, Ainsley or something like that?
Girl, it better be.
I have a feeling it's not a real house guest. Could be totally wrong. But,
I know, it's hard.
It's not...
It's hard to say. If you don't know what we're talking about, there's a mystery house guest this season that they haven't announced yet with the rest of the cast, the 17th house guest. And I don't know, because in 2 seasons ago when they said that, it ended up being Suri, and that was a huge gift. And then last season was Ainsley, and it was So I don't know what we're going to do. Yeah.
No, it better be. I think it's going to be a house guest. I don't think they can pull her again. I don't think they can be oh, it's going to be someone else, and it's this little itty bitty twist, and they hired a little SAG actor to come in the gig. No, yeah. I'm gonna need somebody else. I'd be fine with someone from Survivor. I've heard rumblings that it could be Vanessa from BB 17.
Yeah.
I've also seen Rachel, Rylie or not, but I'm still not sure if Janelle is trolling or not.
I know. I feel like Janelle's trolling because 100%. She's been tweeting a bunch about Rachel's not texting me back. She always says this, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think she would actually say that if Rachel was in there.
Right. But then she was Rachel. But then she was 2 days ago or something like that. She was no, Rachel's cleared. I talked to Brendan or someone, or she texted me. But then today she was tweeting but then I started thinking about it and Rachel never just texts me. She always calls me, and now her phone's going straight to voicemail. But maybe her iMessage went through because it's connected to her computer.
I think she's playing with us.
I know. But it needs to be maybe it's Janelle, and maybe it's her.
Maybe it's Janelle and someone else's. It's like a deep fake.
Well, Rachel did get called for, was it All-Stars or Ranger Games? But she was pregnant.
All-Stars. She got called for All-Stars. She said she wanted to do the game pregnant. And honestly, that would be me. If I was a woman and they were like, Daniel, can you do Big Brother? I'd be like, let me push this baby out real quick. Or in the house. And then, that's what I would do.
I would do that game no matter what the case.
Do you have high hopes for this season compared to last season? Like, what is our feeling from last season to the feeling of this season? I honestly think I'm a little bit more hyped this season because I love the theme. I think the house is gorgeous, like one of the best houses we've seen in such a long time.
No, the house is absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. I wish I was in there. There's like the diary room is books in the background. I'm like, hello, this was made for me. Obsessed.
Common.
But no, yeah, I think I'm really excited for this season, especially because this is the longest we've gone without any iteration of Big Brother. Like usually I'm kind of tuned into Big Brother Canada or like Reindeer Games or Celebrity Big Brother in the winter or something. So I feel like we've gone a long time without Big Brother, and that's why I'm like just like bubbling with excitement, ready to go. So I'm really excited for this season. Also, last season kind of ended in a lull. So I feel like it's just been a while since there's been good Big Brother. Hopefully this season.
Oh no, I remember who won. I was blanking for a second. I was like, why do I not? That was not shade. Let's be clear on that.
But I will say this though, I feel like the past few seasons of Big Brother have, for me, been a little boring towards the end because I know what's going to happen. Yeah. Like I'm missing when the house is flipping, when somebody turns on their final two. Like I need that. And people make this joke on Twitter all the time and it low-key eats up, where they're like, I'm glad that they casted poor people this time around because they're like, they actually want the money. And I was like, you better clock it. Because it does. It seems like some of these people are throwing away the game. I'm like, what are we doing? Like I'm literally on my knees begging you to get it together, please.
Yeah, no, I agree. We're going to get into like each of the cast members and some of the questions that they answered, but a lot of them were like, I'm poor. I need this money right now. I'm going into that game to get this money. I'm like, okay, period. Like, that's what I want to see. Someone who's like, not like, oh, I don't need it. I'm just here for the experience. Like, no, I'm here for the money.
And if you're not, unless you're a super fan, if you're like, I'm just such a super fan and I just want to play this game and I want to play my heart out, that's understandable. But if you're like, I want to make friendships, don't piss me off. Go to Friendship Island. I don't know.
There are already people just off the clips I've seen that I'm already like, this is going to be an interesting watch. Like, this is going to be a hard watch. Just some of like the certainty coming out out of some of these people already. I'm not going to clock the T too hard, but there was this one guy that somehow he's a physical threat. And I was like,
no, you better clock the T. Give us names right now, Jordan.
I don't remember. It was the boy from San Antonio. He was talking about how he's like physically, like he's like the perfect thing. I'm like, you mean
Adrien?
Is that his name? Yes.
I mean, baby, come on. I think I have a little bit more muscle mass than that, but and I'm a twig, so I'm a clock it, Adrien. Let's see you lock it and clock it, physical threat. Come on now.
I am dying. Okay, should we get into the cast?
Yes.
Is it time?
Happy birthday, dear Keisha. Happy birthday.
Come on, Miss Kelly. She's giving Little House on the Prairie. She's giving maybe from Amish country that they had to take her out in a little buggy. Is that what they call it? It's giving I churn my own butter, and what are you gonna do about it? And I'm kind of living for Miss Kelly. I'll be honest.
I'm screaming. I love all of this. First impression from the picture. Okay, so first we have Kelly Jorgensen. She's 29 years old, a web designer. And honestly, in her video, I just wasn't getting too much from Miss Kelly. I'm not sure. She seemed very confident. Like she knows the game maybe a little bit. I wasn't getting super fan at all from her, but like she knows at least a little bit of something. She seems really nice. I don't think she's going to be the personality to be very like dominant or like trying to form the alliances. So we'll see. I think she could be an early boot, or she can make it to jury just by like kind of sliding in there.
Well, she's not a super fan because they don't have TVs for the Amish, so I don't.
Oh my god. Well, it is interesting that she's not a super fan because she looks like a super fan type casting. Like,
she does.
The Amish is crazy, Daniel.
She's from Burbank, San Diego. I don't know if the Amish are thriving there or if she like went there. I don't know. But again, it's giving. Is this lactose free? Is this gluten free? Is this cruelty free? And you know what, Queen, with skin like that, I'm not pissed off about it. But I do agree. It's either giving a little bit pre-jury or it's giving like she makes it to like final 7, final like 5 because she's just kind of like in that sweet spot in the middle. and don't clock me for this. It is the glasses, but she kind of reminds me of who was it from last season? The one with the Chicago accent.
Chicago accent.
She had glasses. Chicago accent. It was the crazy accent. Like it was like wild. It was
Why can't I even think of one person from last season?
Come on, QT. Tell the fans you heard it here first. QT said BB26 was a shit show. That's what you just said.
I'm looking at the cast and Lisa.
No, not Lisa.
No, not Lisa. No.
She did her own crocheting. She crocheted everything.
Oh, T-Core.
She reminds me of T-Core, but it's getting glasses. I just think all people with glasses look the same. I have to be honest. So maybe that's what
T-Core. What?
I can't.
Oh my God.
Okay, so that's number one. Anything else about Kelly, you guys?
Jordan, how do you think she's going to place?
I mean, her not being a super fan already makes me like feel unsure. I haven't really seen videos. I've seen clips here and there, but like when I look at her, if she's not a super fan, it's like, what is she giving typecasting wise? And I assume she's going to have some insane personality.
I think she had a country accent. I think she had a country accent. I don't know. I didn't know the Amish had country accents in San Diego, but like, I don't know. I'm just like living for her.
I'm screaming. Yeah, so we'll see. Not too much on
Listen,
this.
Kelly, if you see this in the future, ignore Daniel. Come on for your pre-jury exit interview.
The pre-jury exit. Jordan just said Kelly is not making it through first boot. Next.
You guys are a mess. Okay, moving on. Next, we have Miss Ashley Hollis. Let me pull up some information on her. She is... Oh, where is my note? Give me a second. Ashley Hollis is 25 years old. She's an attorney. And... Oh, I don't have where she's from. Do you have where she's from?
I got you. Don't worry. Hometown, Chicago, Illinois. Current city, New York.
Okay, gorgeous. We love to see it.
So apparently her and Hannah Chada are like good friends dating back to preschool. I saw her like commenting it on her like announcement post.
Oh my God.
And like Georgetown Law, isn't that where Hannah went as well? To Georgetown?
I think so.
I'm not sure, she went to some great school.
Yeah.
No, she
okay.
Honestly, they're besties.
I feel like Hannah Chada has really good insight into playing the game. I mean, she played with one of the greatest alliance in the cookout. So I feel like she probably gave her some good insight. And I think you just always have an upper hand when you know someone that's been on the show, because they can kind of give you like the lowdown of what to expect.
And you know what, her being an attorney, it reminds me of Xavier, and I'm like, I know she's smart enough not to be like, I'm a lawyer, I'm an attorney. So I'm excited to hear what she has to say. I think for her, I think there's going to be like a defining week for her, and if she can get past that one singular week, she'll make it far. Like I can see her, like someone just randomly puts her up on the block, and it's like she could go home, or if she doesn't go home from that, she's making it far. If she plays it low key and smart, because I feel like attorneys, you're either very overzealous or you play it really chill. And as long as this queen plays it low key. I mean, she's stunning. I can't get over her. I'm sorry. This photo is eating. I'm kind of like, I'm feeling some type of way. Like, come on, get into it.
No, I think she just needs to make sure that she doesn't get HOH too early. Like, I think if she can not reveal too much of her cards, like too early on, she's going to go super far.
Yeah, with brains like that, you don't need to. Like, she can play it smart at the beginning of not showing her cards and vibing. I think Ashley's in a really good shot. I'm obsessed with her. And 25, I can't. This girl's so stunning. Please, I'm literally about to turn 25. I'm like, what?
No, she's beautiful in her videos. Like the way she talks, she's very like, she just says everything that she wants to say. She's not using like and a lot. Like you just can tell that she's a smart person. She also, which this makes sense now knowing the connection to Hannah Chada, she was a competitive dancer, which I was a competitive dancer. So I know how competitive you have to be to grow up in competition dancing. She is going to lie about being a lawyer. Obviously, I feel like that's one of those things, like you don't go in there and just say you're a lawyer. And she's a longtime fan. She referenced Kaser as one of her faves, and she talked about BB After Dark. So I feel like she's like in the lore, you know.
She's in the know. I'm obsessed with her. I need to meet her. I feel like she's just such a good time. Like I feel like we would just sit back and like little chitty chat. Speaking of you being a competitive dancer, can you do the Dallas Cowgirls routine ASAP No Rocky? Thank you so much. Oh, she's ready.
Thunder, I'm ready.
See the rest of it.
Catch me on season 3 of DCC.
See the rest of it on our Patreon.
Add that to the list of Netflix shows. That would be like, wait, what's going on?
I'm just like Thanos collecting
reality
TV shows.
Jeffrey, come on. No, but I think we all can agree Ashley has a really good shot. I think she will make it past jury. Like I said, I think there'll be one defining week where she accidentally gets put up on the block. Especially, can we talk about for a second? They're bringing back the BB Arena, so three people have to get put up on the block, and then one person does a competition the night of. I am terrified that I don't want to lose a good soul to the BB Arena, and I'm praying Ashley is not the good soul we lose because I'm already in love with her.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be interesting seeing BB Arena or whatever they call it this season too, because I think that was a really good twist last season that at first everyone going into it was kind of hesitant, like, they might just be doing too much. But I think it really worked out. And last season, we obviously had the comp threat of Tucker, who won so many of the BB arenas. So it'll be interesting this season seeing if there's another comp threat that's like that, that's like literally volunteering to go on the block just so that he can beat the other people, or if it's really gonna like randomize who ends up on the block. But it creates like a fun aspect of almost not, I guess, kind of similar to what a vote flip feels like most seasons, where it's like at the last second you have to decide which one is going home based on who ends up being the two on the block. So I'm excited about that twist coming back. But yeah, I hope Ashley doesn't do something like that.
I'm also excited, but I do feel like it worked out because we liked the people that it kept saving. Like if we didn't like Tucker, it would have been an awfully annoying season. Like people would have been pissed every single week. And we've seen that in the past with like other like comp beasts that were like, can you just stop?
Who's the guy who won? Who is the Jag? It's giving Jag. If Jag was keep winning, people are like, no, thank you. But I hope this season, I hope there's more flips of like, because given we all like Tucker was great TV, but I almost want it to be like everybody's like, this is the threat, this is who we want going home. And I honestly just, because I love chaos, I want them to win. I want them to win it. So then they're like, what do we do? Like, that's what I need.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Next, we have Mr. Clifton freaking Williams. And Clifton is... Just give me another second to pull up my notes. Okay, Clifton is 50 years old. He is a college sports podcaster. He also was formerly in the Army, but that's something that he plans to keep close to his chest and not tell anyone. He emphasized that he will not be trying to go home. Cough, cough, Kenny from last season. Yeah, he's not telling them that he's spending time in the Army. And he says he wants to be the cool old dude. So even though he's 50 years old, he wants to be in with all the youngins.
Pause. I can't. The fact that his bio, that he made it a point, it wasn't, I don't want to go home early. It was, I don't want to go home, is so iconic. Like, it's just like, thanks, Cliff. Like, no, thanks, Will, because he goes by Will. Thanks, Will. Like, who does want to go home? Thank you so much for making that apparent. Yeah. They probably asked him in casting, they're like, do you love your wife enough? Or like, no? Are you willing to like leave her? Yeah. Are you on the verge of divorce? This could be really good for you guys. And he's like, sign me up. I'm ready.
He said that in his video too. He was like, you know, in seasons past, they're complaining about missing their kids and their wife. You know what you signed up for, which honestly I respect more, because like last season with Kenny wanting to go home every single thing and being like, my wife, my kids. It's like, okay, but you signed up for this. Like you didn't get there and then all of a sudden they told you it was 90 days and you have no communication. Like they've been telling you that since round 1 of the audition. So I respect that he says that because he knows what it probably looks like. I just hope he lives up to it, because with a lot of these people, obviously, I think they're so in the casting mindset. And we know from casting for The Circle, there's like certain things, you know, you have to say, or a certain way you have to say it in order to get through in casting. And I think with some of these questions, they kind of still have that mindset. So I don't know if all the things that they said were necessarily like true or exactly what they're going to be once they get in there, but I'm hoping that
100%. But I also feel like, I mean, I think casting has to know by now that they're like the older people. Sometimes they want to get the hell up out of there, and I think hopefully they've vetted them enough this time because they
yeah.
I have honestly high hopes for him, especially like army background, like obvious, and he looks physically good. Like he looks great for 50. Like I think he can randomly be pulling out something. Do we know if he's a super fan or not? Like I don't even know. I don't know if Will knows what he's getting himself into. I mean, he was able to reference seasons past, but like he's either giving "I'm ready to demolish these comps" or he's giving "What's OTEV," and I don't know. I don't know which one it is, but this smile, I'd be in love with him. I would literally go in there and be like, Clifton, you are going to be my father. Thank you so much. Love you so much. And I will be protecting you at all costs because I'm not playing around.
Yeah. No, I like him so far. I just hope that he lives up to like everything he's saying.
Are we giving pre or post jury boot? What are we? I think we should do that. After this, we should be like, who do we think is going to be pre post jury boot? What do we think for him?
I think post jury. I think he's gonna pull it out for the oldies.
I agree. And this cast kind of schemes a little more like not super young like we have in like the past. So I think that could help him. I mean,
I think the average age is 29, they said, or something like that. Yeah.
And he's a college sports podcaster. So, I mean, if you love college sports, you're competitive in some essence of the form. I think he's going to be like, this is a game that, you know, I'm going to try to win it. So I have hope for him. I don't think he's going to bow out like the other oldies, the other baddies.
Yeah. And he's a podcaster, which means he likes to talk. So I think that's good. He'll be able to hopefully connect with some people.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Up next, we have Isaiah Federick. I believe he goes by Zay.
Smash.
Zay. Smash or bad?
Smash.
Hey.
I said what I said. Oh, he goes by Zay.
Okay, yeah. So Zay is 23 years old and he is a salesperson. He said he has zero strategy going into the game, but he's adapting and he's going to lie about being in sales for some reason.
Good.
So
he is a former cheerleader. I saw that, like competitive cheerleader.
Oh my gosh, iconic. Wait, I'm obsessed.
I'm confused why it says salesperson.
I can see why he would want to lie about being sales, maybe, but I don't think it's not like lawyer, doctor, like policeman.
Like selling anything.
I understand it though, because you have to think like, I mean, I think people look at even car salesmen, right? They look at them as like slippery and slimy and like will do anything to make a deal. And I think it depends on what kind of salesman you are. And so if they look at him as like, oh, you're just trying to like convince me X, Y, and Z, it's not a good look. Maybe I would just say, I would tell people he's a cheerleader or he's a former cheerleader. Yeah, I mean, guys, he's 23 years old. I think Devo... He's built like that. Okay, give me a call, Zay, after the season's over. Thank you.
This whole podcast is just Daniel shooting his shot.
Guys, the dating scene is very bad nowadays. I gotta shoot my shot, but I can't get it. Zay, I'm gonna be voting for you for America's Favorite Trusted Movie.
Wow. Okay.
So he also has a reality TV connection. He's good friends with Sammy from Survivor.
Yes, I did hear this. And I believe that on that season of Survivor, someone got voted out for being a salesperson. So I think that maybe that's where his head is at. That makes sense.
He's very young though. I hate that he's like, I'm coming in with no strategy, but I'm just going to adapt. I like the adapting part. You have to in this game. You have to be malleable. If you're not malleable, you're going to get sent home. But I also just think him being like, I'm not coming in with any strategies. It's giving very like just like not all there. And so I don't know how that's going to fend well for him.
Yeah. For me, I'm thinking pre-jury for Zay.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, guys. Okay, you know what? That is so rude to do to my husband. So I'm gonna need y'all to really take that back that you were gonna do that to my man Zay like this.
No, I'm saying that for you. He's gonna get out of the house and then have more time to spend with you. That's why.
Okay, fine, do that. Fine, I'm switching my answer to pre-jury. I don't know. I don't know. Hot people do well in this game. I wouldn't vote out hot people. I'm sorry. I don't have it in me. Like, you're there for 90 days and you be looking at me like that with the body like that. I'm sorry. Next, like, I need something to look at. I
Yeah,
don't
but when
know.
you look at this cast as a whole, like a lot of the younger guys are like pretty fit. So I feel like the physical thing himself isn't going to be like what causes him to go. I don't know. Something about it.
My God, I almost died, everyone.
That's great.
Her sign almost took me out.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to say... I don't know what I'm gonna say to him. I want to say I'm gonna say he's gonna make it to jury, even though if he doesn't make it to jury, he has my number. So there we go.
All right, let's see who's next. Next we have Jimmy Heagerty. I think I'm saying that name right, but I could be wrong. He is 25 years old and he is an AI consultant. He seemed confident in his videos. He knows himself really well. And he knows the game really well, which I think is good. And he seems very personable, bubbly. So I liked what I'm seeing from him. It's just going to be interesting to see how his personality meshes maybe with all the other people.
Yeah, because he's like already being like a self-proclaimed villain. Like that's like what he's kind of leading with already, which I'm here for.
You know, it only almost reminds me of Andy from season 15, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit. And, you know, with super fans like this, you just have to think, like, are you going to act like a super fan and try to play too hard, too fast? Or do you know when to sit back and then strike when the iron's hot? I think if he gets in a good group, he'll be fine. But I mean, I don't really see him making it far into the game. Like, I'm not seeing a final 5 from him. Like, I can see him making it to jury, but then also people being like, this diva, she ain't no diva. Like, we got to get her out, you know? So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think he might have a hard time towards the end. I could see him getting far, but then maybe people feeling like he's kind of like slipped his way through things, possibly. I don't know. Yeah.
Big Brother's a hard game to be like an outward facing villain just because like it is
100.
so long. There is so much time for things to like catch up to you. So if you're going into the game already being like, I'm going to be a villain, not even like I'm going to play like, you know, like a little snaky, but like straight up, he's like, I'm going to be the drama.
Yeah, his hometown's from Sarasota, Florida. That's an hour from where I am, so I do have to stand him quite a bit. Jimmy, just don't do us dirty. But I feel like he's someone where if somebody comes for him, I think he'll snap. Like, I don't think he's cool, calm, collected. I think if one person even is like thinking of putting him up on the block, he's going to spiral, and we're going to see that. So it just depends on, is he able to mask it? Is he able to mask this villain kind of persona we're seeing? If he can do that and be all personable and bubbly and keep that a secret, great. If not, and people spot that, it's going to be a rough road for Jimmy.
Yeah. Also, Big Brother loves Sarasota, Florida, because Alyssa there's like 2 different Alyssas from
Alyssa from 23 and 24.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. I've never heard of Sarasota until Big Brother 23, and now it's like every season.
I don't know who lives there. I don't know why they going from Sarasota. Maybe there's so many other places in Florida, like Lock It and Clock It. But I'm saying he's going to make it to jury for me.
You think jury? What about you, Jordan?
Wow.
Why did I start choking? I want to say jury. I want him to be jury. But I think he's going to be... Oh, hi, buddy. I think he's going to be pre-jury.
That's homophobic, especially for someone gay in the cast that you would say that about them. I have to point that out. And you said he's the villain. I thought villains rooted for each other, Jordan, huh?
But
and now you want to throw him under the bus?
But it's the fact that he's like not even just saying he's going to be like a gameplay villain. Like he's talking about like he's going to be like the drama. Like he's going to like snap. Like that's why I'm saying pre-jury.
You weren't the drama?
Calculated.
Okay, Diva, you heard it here first from Circle Bill and Jordan staff. Calculation. And Jimmy does not have a calculator. Good luck.
I'm going to meet you guys in the middle. I think he's going to get like either right before jury or first juror. I think like right around that middle area, you know?
I love it.
Fuck that.
I'm very
Let's wake that
Switzerland.
up. I want him to stay long, like obviously.
Tell that to Jimmy's family that you just shunned. So yeah, I'll remember that.
Jimmy,
Okay.
we'll see you for week 4 interviews.
I live.
All right. Up next, we have Katherine Woodman. Katherine Woodman. She's 23 years old and she's in fine dining service. Like,
Recruit.
what does that mean? I at first just seeing her picture, I was like, oh gosh, like I feel like this is the recruit that's not going to understand anything. But she was very calm in her videos, but it seemed like she understood like the nuances of the game because she was talking about how in the beginning she wants to like be likable enough so that she isn't an easy target, which makes me feel like she at least recognizes that that's what could happen. Is I think a lot of people go into the game just thinking like, oh, I need to not make enemies. I just need to like play it cool and like not talk to anyone. But she understands that like you have to do something in order to not be an easy target, but you also like can't do too much. So yeah, I enjoyed her video to see like what her personality was like because I think that she will be an easy person for other people to get along with.
Am I the only one thinking that this girl looks like Christmas? I'm sorry, I can't get over it. Is
No.
it
You're
not
not the
giving?
only one. I have seen it
No.
on Twitter already.
Like
Oh, that's so
Diva,
true.
like it.
Yeah.
That's literally that's Easter. That's I don't know Valentine's Day.
I saw a tweet
Yeah.
that was like saying that Christmas took the substance.
It's October. It's Halloween. Like it's Thanksgiving. Like I don't know what you want to call her, but I'm gonna say this, especially that she's a fine dining server. Like we all. I mean, I never have been a server, but you know that is a hard ass job to do, and I think especially fine dining. Like girl is like creme de la creme. So I think she knows how to keep her temper down. She knows how to like keep it cool. So. I mean, she's only 23, and that's pretty young, especially to be playing this game, I think. But 23, she's from Georgia, currently in South Carolina, so she has that little Georgia, that little Southern charm to her. I think she could make it far if she is able to play it cool and get people on her side. I mean, that's the job of a server, you know, to get people to like you. So I think she has a good shot.
Yeah.
I'm saying jury. I'm saying everything for jury. Oh my God, someone's got to go. I'm gonna say she gonna make it to jury. Come on, Miss Thanksgiving. Let's go. Get into it with this little leopard print, yeah, or cheetah print, whatever it is.
Something.
Yeah, I'm gonna say jury as well. Just kind of like just based off like the scanning I've done with who is in the cast. The only reason I say that is I feel like there are people that will go out before her.
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily saying like jury because she's going to be a great game player, but just because I feel like the pecking order, she's not at the top of the list.
Yeah, she's able to float under. QT, what do you think?
I think jury too for her. I think she'll make it like pretty well into jury possibly. I think she said she was open to getting into a showman's. I could see that happening easily. Beautiful girl, some nice men in there. So yeah, I think she'll make it to jury one way or another.
But some nice, as long as she doesn't go after my man, then Miss Thanksgiving, your holiday's about to get canceled.
We're gonna be at the CBS lot with our microphones in the backyard. Yeah. Like, he has a boyfriend.
Oh my God.
He's such an ally. I live. All right, who do we got next?
Okay, up next we have Keanu Soto. Keanu
Reeves. I'm just gonna call him Keanu Reeves. Honestly, I don't know. It's the same name, so it just is what it is.
I do think it is Keanu. So Keanu is 33 years old, and he's a dungeon master. I think that has something to do with Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
and
yeah.
being like,
no, that's kinky. No, that's kinky.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like it could go one of two ways. I will say in his video, I mean, you can see it in the picture, but in the video even more, him in the diary room, he took up like the whole couch. He is humongous. He says that he's very trusting and that might be his downfall. But he wants to play the game like Enzo. He's another one. He talked about Kaser and Rachel Rylie. So did my screen stop sharing? Sorry, I'll come back to that later. But he talks about Kaser and Rachel Rylie. So he seems to be a pretty rooted fan. Like he understands the game. So yeah, but him wanting to play like Enzo, I feel like Enzo's big thing was that he was very funny and personable, and I didn't necessarily get that from Keanu. So hopefully he can bring out a little more personality once he's with other people.
You know, he's reminding me. I almost am scared. I think he's in very much trouble. If we think back to, I think it was BB 20. one, with Jackson Mickey and Jack, the other guy who looked like Aquaman. I can see him like wanting to pair with the guys. I mean, just even looking at him, you're like, you're built like the bus. Like, you're built like the lot,
Yeah.
you know?
Right.
And if he does that, if he wants to pair up with other people, I think he's in real danger. But if he plays the game, if he plays the game like Kylan was very physically fit, but he had that soft edge to him where he was able to get people to trust him and like him. I think if he can play it like him as well, I think he has a good shot at making it to the end because Kylan was so muscular and you would think he would be a part of this all guys group and like, oh, we got to go for the guys. But he had this soft edge to him. If Keanu can give that little soft edge, I think we're good. He's also from Miami, Florida. Now he's living in McKinney, Texas. I don't know what the heck is there. So, rest in peace to that move. But I think, I don't know. I could go. Jordan, what are your thoughts?
I just think like if he's like a nerd, I think that the physicality will kind of like get distracted. Like if he ends up being like this big like teddy bear type of guy, like not like teddy bear Mark Jensen, who Mark Jensen was trying to be like actual like teddy bear.
Right.
I think he could do really well, like fine.
It's either giving he's going. I don't know. I don't know if he is not a nice man. It's either giving first boot or it's giving. I'm gonna let QT fix her light for a second.
Okay, yeah.
Someone didn't pay the power bill. Okay, so what are we thinking about Keanu Reeves? Are we thinking jury? Are we thinking pre-jury? What is our vibe?
I don't know about Keanu Reeves, but Keanu Soto. No, I'm kidding. There's no
Oh my god.
Guys, he's haunting us. He's already booted, bitch. He's haunting us right now, Tron. Okay, so what are our thoughts on Keanu? Do we think it's going to be before jury? Do we think he's going to make it to jury? What are our thoughts on him? I'm going to personally say, I'm just going to throw it out here. I'm going to say he is going to be a pre-juror. Also because I don't think I've said anybody's going to be a pre-juror yet, and I do need to start clocking people. So Keanu, it's given pre-jury.
I disagree. I think that like
Don't be rude.
His stature, I think that's going to keep him in the game for a minute because people are going to see him as like a physical threat, but then he's going to be this like nerdy guy. Hopefully, I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, like Jesus Christ, who plays Dungeons and Dragons if you're not a nerd? So I think that's going to help him socially integrate. And then I think like we're going to have the guys in there that are like sports people, like actual like physically people that I think his like stature isn't going to matter as much. And like this man is not hanging on a wall. Or like hanging on to any sort of thing that he has to hang on, like
Yeah, I don't know. This one like is kind of stumping me because I think it can go one of two ways. Where I think the meta of the more recent seasons in this like new Big Brother wave is like getting the strong men out quickly. Yeah, so Keanu is kind of stumping me because I feel like it can go one of two ways. One where the new meta of Big Brother seems to be like get the big guys out quickly. And so we're going to start talking about some of the girls later. A lot of the girls want to do some kind of all girls alliance. So I can see him being like in the crossfires of that. Or like Jordan was saying, I think he has an interesting dynamic because he has so many layers where he's so big, so muscular. He can maybe be that like big teddy bear because he has the Dungeons and Dragons nerdy archetype to him that people are not going to know like off first glance. So if he's able to get that personality out and show people the softer sides of him, I think that could be to his benefit. But if he ends up going in there and tries to like bro down with the guys, that could be to his detriment because then people are just going to see him as that big threat. So I don't know. I'm like it's very dependent on this first week and like who he ends up connecting with.
No one asked dependent on the first week, QT. We said dependent on right now, right here.
Right
what
right here. Think? I'm saying he's making it far. I think he's going far. I think he could. Okay. I could see him in like a final 3.
Okay, let's not get crazy.
Let's not
get crazy. Final 3 is a little wild. No, but I do agree. I think if the nerds come in and they like start winning, and like the people who are a little bit weaker, Keanu, he has it going towards him. I don't know if he'll tell people he's a dungeon master. I wouldn't. If I was going in, I would not tell people I was a dungeon master.
Why?
because Dungeons and Dragons is like such an like intricate game. It's so nerdy. Like I really do
But I
think
think
like
you only know that if you know Dungeons and
Yeah.
like
if
I'm
you
just
tell
like
Daniel, you've been playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I don't think it's in the know. If you go put this, let's do a poll. Let's do a poll on the Instagram. If do y'all know what Dungeons and Dragons is, and do you think only nerds play it? Only nerds play Dungeons and Dragons. Everybody knows that. So I think if he tells him, he's going to get locked and clocked. But
Yeah.
Keanu, see you. You know, week 3
But
interviews.
what is a
wow,
like?
week
How is
three.
that an occupation? I thought this is like a hobby. Like he's like a professional. Like I'm not following.
Listen,
I don't
listen.
know.
Let
But
Keanu
honestly, I feel like
live.
the people that do that take those things so seriously. Because even me,
100%.
I
Yeah.
love Blood on the Clock Tower, and I go to like Blood on the Clock Tower meetings. It's like so crazy. Like me
Blood
and
on the Clock
Keanu get
Tower?
together good. Blood on the Clock Tower. It's similar, I think, to Dungeons and Dragons. It's like a mafia game where people have different roles and
Oh,
like they have different powers and stuff. But there's in Blood on the Clock Tower, there's something called the Storyteller, which I think is like the Dungeons and Dragons master. Like they kind of like lead the whole game. And the people that I've had being the storytellers for Blood on the Clock Tower, that is their job. Like they take it very seriously. So he might be one of those, which means he's like
yeah.
really in it.
Jordan's occupational shaming, and that's really not right. And we do
No, I'm
not
just
subject
wondering
that in the
how
group
it's a
chat.
thing. I'm just wondering how it's a thing. But you know what that does mean is he's going to probably give like great DRs.
Yeah, I think if he doesn't, I need to hear how he speaks to people. Like if he kind of looks rough and tough, it's looking bad for you. But if he has the teddy bear side, I do agree he'll make it to He won't make it far. Final 3's crazy cutie, but you know, take that.
Play
Take that
this
to the
clip back when we're in
Clip it.
September at Final 3.
clip it. You ready to first clip it?
Okay, up next we have Lauren Dominique. Lauren is 22 years old. She's a bridal consultant. She seems like the sweetheart of the season. Is very like Haley Brocher. What was her name?
Brocher.
Yeah, from season 20, who's now like getting married to one of the biggest NBA players, which is insane. Okay, and what's her name? Lauren. Lauren is another deep cut fan because she mentioned Keisha's birthday.
Oh, she knows. She
Yeah.
knows. I'm gonna say it. I already hate Lauren. Lauren's coming for my man. Lauren's coming for my man. Lauren's coming for my man. And I see that beautiful smile of hers, and she's gorgeous. And honestly, she probably could steal him from me in a heartbeat. And I'm pissed off about it. I just have to be honest with everybody in this group chat, because if we're not honest in the group chat, what do we have? We have nothing. So when she comes for my man and I take a week off because I'm mourning, y'all know I said it here first. Thank you.
I honestly can't see that. Yeah, she looks like the type that might end up in a showmance, but I think even if she doesn't end up in a showmance, hopefully it's not with Daniel's guy, but I think that it won't be like annoying. You know, some people end up in a showmance and it's like, this is so annoying. Like you only came in here to flirt with people. I think hers would be like a little bit more innocent because she does really seem like just that like sweetheart that you just like want to like. So I think she's going to go far. I definitely think she's going to be jury.
Okay.
Jordan, what do you think?
I'm down with jury. Yeah, even if she does get into a showmance, being such a big fan, like it's. I don't think she would let it cloud her.
Yeah.
I don't. The fact that you brought up Keisha's birthday though, and she's the super fan, I honestly think she's going. She's like, she's from Louisiana, so I'm just going to give a little country accent. Excuse me. I think I can't. I'm not going to risk my game to be with a man. I got Billy Bob back in high school, back at home, and I'm just not going to do it. I'm here to win. So I'm saying Lauren is also making it to Dre. I honestly think I'm really going to fall in love with her. She just seems like someone I'm going to be like, I'm like just. I think you're so cute and so sweet, and I'm excited to see how she navigates the game as a super fan, given she's only 22. So I think we're seeing so many younger 20s. I think Jordan was right. We do have a good age group of like middle 20s, but we also have, you know, a lot of people else there. Oh my God, Jesus.
The age ranges are like clustered together. Like there's multiple like young 20s, and then there's late, and then like a couple 30s, and then like the 50. I would love, I don't know, I mean, you're saying she's really sweet, so this might not be who she's going to be, but I would love to see another Black Widow back in Big Brother. I want to see a girl that uses her femininity to like try to pull the men in and then just like backstab them. Like I want to see that so bad.
And when Kelly does it, then what? And when Kelly does it, then what? Then what? Put some respect on Kelly's name right here, right now. Thank you.
Up next, we have Mickey Lee, my girly girl. She is 35 years old, an event curator, similar to last year Lisa being a vibes curator. Mickey Lee, in my notes, I have gorgeous. She is drop dead gorgeous. Her makeup, beautiful. She's stunning. Watching her videos, I'm obsessed with her. She said that she's a girl's girl, and so I feel like she needs to team up with someone we'll talk about later, Amy, because Amy wants to start an all girls alliance. So this could be a pair to reckon with. The one downfall she says is that she's very emotional and she cries a lot. So I don't know. I think we can see some crying DRs from Mickey, maybe if someone backstabs her or something. She didn't seem like the type that would be very emotional or crying. She seems very strong and powerful. So I'm interested to see how that plays out when she's in there.
Yeah.
I'm so in love with her. I'm sorry. There's like nothing wrong with this promo pic. Like I can't even handle it. The hair is everything. The nails that she has, the pink dress, and then the sparkle. I mean, literally, there's not one miss. How could you vote her out? I'm being honest. Like I could not go in there and be like, I'm voting out Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I can't do it. I really can't. I'm so in love with her. She's making it to jury because I'm willing the power to do so. She doesn't need my power. She's also from Jacksonville, Florida. Currently lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Again, another Florida girlie. We love to see it. I love her. I need the strong queen to make it far. If she gets exposed that she is the one starting the female alliance, like it's happened in earlier seasons where that happens early on, she's screwed. But I can see her making it. I don't see her making it far. I see her making it kind of like first 4 or 5 weeks into jury, my personal opinion, especially if she's emotional. But she's beyond drop dead. Like this face card, baby, it's not declining. There's no credit limit with this card. She can literally buy anything she wants, and I'm obsessed.
Yeah, I don't think emotional isn't necessarily a bad thing, though. It depends how it's like channeled. Like it doesn't mean that she's emotionally intelligent. Like, you know what I mean? Like she could still just be very like in tune with herself. I think she's gonna do fine. I don't think winner pick, but I think she's gonna do good. I don't think pre-jury.
I'm so in love with her. I can't see her go home early because I also know she's just gonna give me what I need. It needs to be given in the diary rooms and everything. I just know it.
No, I totally agree. I think she's going to be the one like clocking people's tea in the diary room, telling us exactly how we feel. So yeah, I don't know why I'm getting like Mimi kind of from her. Like I think she's going to like, you know how Mimi just had her head on her shoulders and she saw everything and she was not very responsive. She would like go into the little pantry and pace and let everything out. I feel like and hope that that's going to be Mickey, where she's seeing things happen in front of her, not saying anything, and then going into her little corner and being like, what the heck are
But she can't go out as early as Mimi did. I'm not having that. I'm not, because Mimi deserves so much more.
The thing with Mimi is that she didn't like take control of things the way that she needed to, even when she saw stuff. So hopefully Mickey is in more of a position to do that.
100%. That's what I was gonna say. No, I was gonna say the same thing. Is like the thing about Mimi is like Mimi, from what I remember, had like good reads. She just never like took a shot or like did. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Obsessed. Okay, up next we have Morgan Pope, 33-year-old gamer. I'm triggered. Avery was a gamer on Battle Camp, and we know how that ended. First of all, her hair is beautiful, and I actually have no other notes on her. I was just getting
she said the hair looks good. We love it. Thank you.
I need the curl routine. I was just getting like a bubbly personality, but not necessarily anything that I felt was interesting enough to talk about game wise. Like, I don't know how much she knows the game because her answers were pretty vague and just like she understands.
Does she have a following? Like, is she like a Twitch girly?
Ooh, I wonder. Let me see. Let's look it up. You guys let me know what you think about Morgan. I'll look up.
I'm going to tell you, it's giving for me, and I don't want it to be, but I feel like if you're a gamer, but you're not a super fan, I think you're going to play this game kind of messy and not really know. So for me, if she's not a super fan and it was a recruit, for me, it's giving pre-jury.
I agree, literally because of what you said. Like, if you're a gamer and you don't know the game, you are going to flop in Big Brother. Like, you could have... I agree.
Dare I say it was like Avery in Battle Camp? Anyway.
Ooh.
No, but it just was. I just think how Avery approached the game is, how she would approach a Twitch stream, and that's not how you should, approach dealing with people in a social setting. So I think it's just a completely different world.
So Morgan is a Twitch streamer. Here is her Twitch. You can't really see from the phone. But yeah, I know nothing about gaming, so like I don't know what any of this means. But she literally had a stream 17 days ago. So she's been out here. She has a little bit of a following, 16,000 followers on Instagram.
Okay.
And she's a content creator for LG Loyal Luminosity Gaming, if that means anything to anyone. So it seems like she's pretty heavy in the gaming world. Yeah, I think that sometimes gamers come into these social strategy, like real life games, feeling like they can use what they do on the video game in real life. And I think in some ways, maybe it connects in the sense of like you're probably super competitive, you understand like how to get around things, but you're dealing with real humans and emotions. So
Yeah.
I think that you have to factor that into the game. If she can do that, I think that's a perfect pair for someone who plays video games for a living.
Yeah.
But if you can't, then I think that's when you start to fail because you're not able to read the social cues as much.
Is she getting pre or
100%.
post for you?
She's giving pre-jury for me.
Yeah, and you know what? But if she is able to figure out the game and play it low key, I think she will be in a fine spot. It's just again, I don't know if she more a little bit more outspoken or is she a little bit more introverted? And I think like we said with a few of these players, it's going to be one thing, one little part of themselves, and that's really going to decide how this game shakes out for them. But if she's able to kind of make the connections and lay low and use the gaming to her advantage, great. But if she's kind of like and like doesn't really know what to do and tries to make big moves too fast without having the arsenal she needs behind her to make those moves, she's going to be screwed.
100%. That's where the issue is going to come in. Is like playing too hard too early.
Yeah. Already Morgan Pope. She's from California, so
Love
slay.
to see it. Slay. All right. Up next. Oh my gosh! What the heck?
Wait. What's is that a
Now hold on. I got men in this season. Now hold on. Let me scroll to his profile. Thank you. Ooh.
From Zay to Rylie Jeffries is crazy. Okay, so next we have Rylie Jeffries, 27-year-old professional bull rider.
I'm you riding.
He did say
God.
in his interview, he did say there is not one person in the world that he doesn't love. I don't think he is long for this particular game because every answer he made sure to incorporate the fact that he loves people so much and that he doesn't want any beef. And if people are mad at him, he's not even going to care. He's just going to spread positivity and kindness. I don't think that's how you get far in this game particularly. So I'm just going to go out and say pre-jury.
Does he have a country accent? Tell me right now, QT.
He does.
Oh! Ooh.
I want to say though, have you seen the video of him at all?
No, and I will be watching it on repeat later. Thank you so much.
His picture is giving a little bit more than the video. Like I think you see the video and not have the same vibes. I'm gonna be honest.
Guys, I'm so oh my god. Sorry, Jordan, you take this one while I go look at the video real quickly. What is going guys, this man. Wow.
No, Daniel, he's gonna be redacting his statements here in a minute. Yeah, no, it's either giving early boot or it's giving like he's here for a minute because like people are just like playing him like a fiddle. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be he's my first boot guess. I think he can be out first because he's not gonna like fight hard to stay. I think he'll easily be a pawn and then easily be. I'm so bad.
all of the lights.
Oh yeah.
I think he's gonna easily be a pawn and then easily be someone that everyone's willing to vote out. Sorry guys that I look crazy now. Some technical difficulties with my camera. Don't worry, this is our first ever podcast, so things will get better from here. Wait, Daniel, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you're muted.
Oh my god. I was saying, guys, give us grace. I literally have a queer sign holding for lighting. Like, what do you guys want from me? Like, we're really in the throes of it at this point, so let us live. My last thought on Country Boy Rylie, I am not in love with him anymore. You guys missed that maybe, but what I will say is I think nice people can make it far if he does get into the majority alliance. I think I think Rylie is such a sweetheart. I think he's so nice. I'm afraid he's gonna like volunteer to go up on the block low key though. Like he's
Yes.
giving me that vibe,
Mhm.
but if he's in a majority alliance, I think he could make it to jury because he's not really a threat. Like, who wants to put up Rylie? I do see him. He could potentially be the pawn of the season. I don't know, but I'm gonna say he's gonna make it to jury.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Pawn of the season. That's why I feel like he might be first boot, because I can see him being the type where whoever's the first HOH would be like, "Oh, Rylie won't mind going on the block,"
Yeah.
and so then he goes on the block, and then it's like, "Oh, Rylie won't mind going to AI Arena or whatever." So
Yeah.
Riley's in AI Arena, and then all of a sudden people are like, "Okay, well, we have more of a connection with whoever's next to Rylie," and then end up voting him off. So I can see that trajectory, even if it's not week one, somewhere in the beginning of the game. So I'm gonna say pre-jury for Rylie.
Jordy.
Yeah, no, I think the same thing. I could easily see what you were saying, like him going out just from volunteering over and over and over. What I hope happens, and this is just like the devious little boy in me, I hope someone plays him. Like I hope someone like puppets him. Like, because like, why are we nice guys going on Big Brother? Unfortunately, that's the sinister side of me. Nice guys do finish last in Big Brother, and I want to see it happen this season.
Right. Okay, so are you saying Rylie first boot?
Oh no, I don't think that's gonna happen because someone always makes them. I misspoke, but someone's gonna make themselves a target. It always happens in Big Brother.
Fair.
So I think he's gonna be fine. But yeah, definitely. God,
So you're saying he makes jury?
Wins. Can you imagine if somehow he wins? like just being the nice guy.
I can't see a world, but
No.
I feel like I'm always so wrong about these people. And then we get live feeds that first day, and I'm like, oh, they're all so different than what I expected.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Up next, we have Vince Pinero. He is 34 and is unemployed. So another brokey that said, I feel so bad saying that, but that's what they said about themselves.
He's brokey.
That he just needs the money. He, I think, is probably out of all of, it seems like this cast has a lot of fans. Out of all the fans, I think he might be the biggest. He's a live feeder since BB 17, I believe he said. And he said going into the game that he wants to take it 1 week at a time and kind of look at it as playing mini Big Brother games each week.
I like that.
I think that's interesting. I think it could be sometimes a wrong way to look at the game, just because it is such a long game. You have to start setting yourself up from the beginning for the end. But I understand the sentiment of what he's saying. Like, you can't get too far ahead of yourself, and you just have to survive each week. But yeah, him being a live feeder, I think, is going to put him way past a lot of these other people, and his understanding of how to play, especially in like that first week of the game, when it's important of like how you set up the rest of your game.
I was originally, before you said all that, I was going to say that he could potentially be a pre-juror, but I feel like when you're a live feeder like this and you're poor, I feel like you just have a lot I feel like you have a lot to fight for. Baby, he lives in California. He lives in the West Hills of California.
Okay.
That's expensive. So I even think sidewalks, you have to pay rent in California. So I think he does need this money. But I kind of like, I'm really rooting for him. I think this is like really cute. I don't know why. Like originally I was like, ooh, like if you're like not a fan, like I can just see you making enemies. But I like what he's doing. But it sounds like a little bit, and pun intended, because of his little checkered shirt. It seems like kind of he's playing checkers, not chess, if he goes fully with that. I do think you have to have this mindset of like going into the game being like, I need to think long term, but also I just need to make it week to week to week. I think if he has a little bit of forethought of like, he'll be fine. But I think being present is also very important, because we see people day one being like, I'll never beat them in a final two. Bitch, it's day one. Like, what do you mean you're going to, baby, it's not day two. What do you mean final two? It's on day two. So I'm going to say he's going to make jury. I like him.
Yeah, no, I think he'll make jury too. I get the whole like checkers not chess or whatever the fuck you said, but also at the same time, I feel like the idea of like treating each week to week, not necessarily like individual weeks, but what I think he's going to know when to pivot, when to backstab,
Yeah,
when to make a move rather than like holding on for too long or doing something too fast. Like he's a feeder, so he's not going to go. He understands the length of the game.
yes.
So originally, before you said live feeder, though, I was like, please just don't be one of those people that's like, let me make it to jury for the money, so I get the guaranteed money. But him being a live feeder, no, I think that he's going to be good.
I agree.
say jury.
Yeah.
I agree.
Maybe the late game.
I agree.
I'll even go
I
as far
think
as say
so.
that.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
I think he's also really witty because in the Instagram, Big Brother's Instagram, when they did that like cute little trend where it's like, say your name and what you're bringing into the house, and people were like, I'm bringing the sass, I'm bringing the strategy, whatever. He was like, I'm bringing my best.
No, and honestly,
that's
oh
all
my
he
God,
can do.
you were right, and for that, I have to stand him final too. I love him. I'm just doing my best. I'm literally just fighting for my.
I stand. I think he's gonna be a fun one to watch. All right.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Welcome back, Matt. Welcome back, Matt.
No, literally, we have Zach Cornell, 27-year-old marketing manager.
Guys,
babes, I have no notes. I don't even think I watched his video. I think he was the last video, and I didn't get to it.
Do you need notes? Do you need notes when your face card be looking like this? Do you need it when your skin be looking like this? When the hair be looking like this? When the body be looking like this? When the cross be looking like that? Yeah. No.
I know. I can see him in a showmance with, what was her name? Lauren, I think. The one that I said was really nice. Yeah, Lauren Dominique. I can see him and her being in a cute little showmance and me.
Oh my God, he's also from Georgia.
MJ and Matt.
No, he literally is from Georgia, just like Matt. He's a marketing manager. I'm obsessed with him. I'm in love with him. Actually, I have to really be honest with everybody here. Let me give you my thoughts because I'm getting distracted. He keeps looking at me and I just keep getting distracted. I'm like, don't look at me like that, Zach. Come on, stop it right now. He's either giving this is so stupid to say, he's either giving pre-jury or he's not. Like, thank you so much, like everybody else. He either is getting like voted out like week 3, week 2, like it is giving that to me. If we lose him from our screens, I will riot. I said what I said. Don't piss me off. No, I don't know, guys. He's a marketing manager, but he's so hot. Like, I can't handle this pressure.
Yeah, he also seems like he is going to be the nice guy, like not douchey like Matt from last season. I can see him going in, maybe people feeling like he's a little bit of a threat, but him actually being really nice and getting along with a lot of people. I can see him being in the majority alliance and making it far. I'm definitely thinking jury for Mr. Zach.
I didn't realize he was 27 until, I don't know if you said it. You probably did. It went over my head. But now that I'm realizing he's 27, yeah, I was going to say second boot, literally second boot, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah. I see him going.
Let's wake that up.
I'm trying to watch the video. I need to watch the video of him speaking because I think it's really going to like solidify what I think about him. Is that him? Please hold. Okay, no, I'm in love with him. I just watched the video. He's making it to jury. I made my final decisions, everybody. I don't care. There is a will, there's a way. I need to be seeing him on my screen every single week. He said he's a very poor flirter. You're a marketing manager. You better market that better, diva. Guys, I don't know. I think I've said everybody's making it to jury. We need to come back at the end of this.
I feel like I've done the opposite.
I'm gonna say he's gonna make it to jury, especially if he's a nice guy. He's not douchey, and I think he's someone. He looks at me like someone who gets into the first majority alliance. He just does. I think people find like the attractive, nice, fit people who whatever, and they try to bring them into the majority right at the beginning. And Zach looks like a prime example of that. I also don't think he's gonna make waves too soon. / I think he could win in the AI arena. So I'm saying jury.
Up next, we have Ava Pearl. Ava is. Let's find her.
I can't witness Ava.
Ava's gonna be a star. You better not be laughing at her.
Ava is stunting on these hoes. I said what I said. I mean this, and listen, I don't even care. I mean, she's also giving escaping Amish. Like, and honestly, like, I think they came from the same buggy. Like, I'm just living for her. I can't.
Let me tell you about Ava. Ava is a 24-year-old aura painter. So she paints auras for a living in New York City parks.
Come on,
she's
Steffi.
from Long Island, and it's giving very much Nicole Anthony from BB20, Strong Island Nicole. Reminds me, oh no, she doesn't. Ava doesn't remind me of Steffi, but Steffi in Jordan and my season of The Circle talked a lot about auras and how she was able to read auras to tell her like, oh, this person is this type of person or this person's going to make it far or whatever. So that's what Ava is claiming to go in there and do. She's obviously going to hide that from the rest of her house guests. And she said she's willing to be the villain. I think she's going to be a very fun personality to watch because she just seems a little bit chaotic and ready to stir some pots if she has to and speak
I
her
love
mind.
her. I love this diva. She's such a diva. Imagine showing up to press and you're like, I'm gonna wear this like hat with this sunflower in it with this little romp or whatever the hell. I mean, she doesn't care. She don't care. She doesn't care if America
What do you
hates
mean
her.
she doesn't care? She's an icon.
No,
You sound
that
like
no.
you're reading her.
No,
Like
I'm
in the
saying
best
she.
way.
No, I'm saying she doesn't care. Like she doesn't care what people say about her. Like she's gonna walk in and stun on these people and say, "And I am the fashionista of the season." And what about it? Get into the gig. I
Period.
honestly, I need her
Say
final
less.
three. I need her final three. I need it. I need Miss Ava. I need her.
The only thing I fear is that I think I'll like her in the beginning. I fear that she might start to annoy me if like she does too much with the aura thing, and I don't know. I think there's a world where she can start to annoy me. Hopefully not, but
Oh, what is she making jury or is she not? What's the vibe?
um she's not making jury.
She's not making jury.
I
Is she a
think-
fan? Do we know if she's a fan? I've seen clips of her. Like she's one of the few I've seen clips of to where like she seems funny. Like she seems like she's a great personality, and I think that could help her. But also sometimes that can make you a target too. Don't make too many people laugh.
I just
Don't
don't know
make
if
too many
she's
people
going to
laugh.
connect with people. And I think the first
That's
couple
my
of
thing.
weeks is so important to connect. Guys, I'm going to say she's not making it to jury because I need to start saying people aren't making it to
No,
jury.
I disagree with that fully. Like, I
Or
think
she's
there
going
is
out in a
of-
double.
I think out of the group, I feel like in this group, there are a lot of people that seem like they won't connect with people. And I feel like those people are going to come together. And it's going to be kind of like this, what you would suspect as like the big like alliance versus everyone else, if they're smart enough to like piece that together.
Yeah.
I
Possible.
guys, I don't know. Or I need her to make it far, but I'm changing it. I'm saying she's making it to jury because I can't manifest badly
Like,
for
15 other people that are making it to jury for Daniel.
they're all making it. Guys, Ava has to. She's so iconic with this hat. I need to see her week. I need to see her Thursday night fits every week. She doesn't care. She is literally, girl, come for who's that girl who runs Vogue? What's her name? She just retired.
Hannah Wintour.
Girl, she's giving Anna Wintour a run for her money, Miss Ava Perone. You better lock and clock in. I love her. Stan.
Oh my gosh, I'm dead. Okay, up next we have Adrien Roca, and he is 23-year-old carpenter.
Good with his hands.
He gave a lot of personality. I mean, a lot of personality. He's another super fan. He has a lot of energy. He said that he slept on the floor, ate slop, built a wall comp in his backyard, all to prepare for Big Brother. And he says that no one is more qualified to play this. He doesn't know anyone who's analyzed the game much as him. So he also said that he is the best. He says that he is the best person to ever play Big Brother.
Oh,
He
Yeah,
has not even been in the
unfortunately,
top
this is the guy that like is. I don't think it's gonna go well for him. I think he's like one of those super fans that's going in thinking that he's going to be so good socially. Like I said he's like the best physically and all types of stuff. I think that he might be going in a little too cocky. We'll see how that plays out.
You said carpenter, and I heard he's good with his hands. So, you know, I don't know about the fact that you said he's like the best Big Brother player ever, that like turned me off. I think if he was a little bit, I do not like cocky people. I love people who are like confident in their abilities of what they have, and they're just like playing the game and doing what they need to do. You know what I mean? To get to where they need to go. I do agree with Jordan. I feel like if he allows that cockiness to push through, it could be very bad. It could be very bad. Very.
I just feel like
when asked like what he was most excited for, he said he's most excited to watch himself play the game after he's played it. because he thinks it's going to be that good.
Okay, I can't root for someone like that. I need it to be pre-jury because I can't root for the cockiness like that. I'm sorry. It's giving like low-key Paul, and I can't do that. I have to say pre-jury, honestly, because it'd be iconic. I love people who are like, I'm gonna win and I'm the best and I'm suited for the best thing, and then they get booted. I need him gone.
I think he's like one of those super fans that goes in, but he's not gonna be able to like hold back. Like he's gonna be the type of super fan that's like, oh well, I actually know how this goes, and oh, it's probably gonna be this competition, and it's gonna make himself a target like so fast.
Yeah, I just don't like hockey people. I mean, I think Quinn was like, he was the perfect middle of last season of like, he was a super fan, really smart, really knew the game, really analyzed it, but he also had that like humbleness to him and that kind of like cool, calm, and collectiveness. I think if he does too much energy, he might want to try to do too much. I don't like that. If he wasn't cocky, I wouldn't have a problem, but I don't mess with that.
Yeah.
I don't like
All
it.
right. Last but not least, we have Amy Bingham. Amy is a 43-year-old insurance agent. She's also a single mom of 3. And she is my girl who said she wants to go in and have an all-girls alliance. And a lot of her answers to the questions, she incorporated the fact that she is a big girls girl. She loves supporting women, that she wants to go in there and start a girls thing. She knows it's never been done and never been done properly and never worked. But she thinks, why not BB27?
Let me say,
wait, how old did you say she was?
43.
Okay.
40.
Let me say this: her being 43, having how did you say how many kids? Just a single mom, or like
kids.
has 3 kids, and she looks like that.
Insane.
Either send me your skincare routine or send me your doctor or both. I really don't care because she looks phenomenal. I will be saying pre-jury. Diva,
Wow.
I love you.
I love the compliment before the read.
Well, you know what though? It's like it's when you're that strong of like girl. You know what I mean? When you are, nobody is as girl as you will. You will not get 7 other women who are just as much girls as you. Unfortunately for everybody, men are indeed hot and people do love to be around men. So I just don't know how she's going to be able to convince the other women to be like, ooh, let's get rid of them, when other women will look at the guys as allies. If she gets found it out, it's looking rough, Miss Amy. But girl, you better make it far because you got to feed your children. She's an insurance agent, but I love her.
Yeah. I think that why Girls Alliances usually don't work is that they try to get all the girls involved in it on day one, and that's never going to work. You're trying to get half the house. It's impossible. I think if she's able to recognize that and just pull in a few girls, and the other girls that want to be girls, like the Mickey Lee, who also said she was a girl's girl, and whoever else. I think if you can get a small group, then you can all of a sudden have like an all girls final 5 or at least final 4 or something like that. But I think, if she goes in guns blazing trying to do this big all girls alliance, everyone included, that's going to be the problem.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, you can already see how the edit. And one thing I worry about for her, and I think it depends how she is socially, but she's kind of at this awkward age in the group. Like she's 43. She's not old, but she's not young with everyone else. Like she's not in her 30s. And we'll have to see how like she socially integrates. And then also like you said, if she goes in there trying to make that like girls alliance so fast, she's gonna be an easy like target to throw under the bus.
I will also say this though, since we do have so many young 20s in here, I would not be surprised if we see people like Amy or people like Will who come in and like people look at them as mother and father figures. I mean, we always do have the mother, we always do have the father.
She's not giving like mother figure like Will is. That's what I'm saying. It's giving
like even though she's a mom, she's not going to be like Mama Amy, you know? Like,
no, you're right. It depends if she really pulls that card. Like if she gives off that motherly energy that we've seen in the past. I think it could bode well for her. But again, if one person finds out about this all women's alliance, like it's done. It's just, it is so easy to go to them because again, the men will be pissed. The women who want to be aligned with the men will be pissed. And it'll look bad for Amy. I also can see her getting put up on the block. I do. Amy's pre-jury for me, even though I don't want her to be. I do one last thing want to say about this mystery house guest because I was looking at these little specks. when you look at it on Paramount Express, whatever, it literally was like mystery player, age, hometown, current city, occupation. I don't feel like we had that last year with,
yeah.
it's a whole thing. I'm gonna put it on the screen if y'all can see it. It's given a whole thing. It's given a whole thing for the see
So
that.
maybe it does mean that it's going to be an actual person.
I hope it is. Like,
Julie
I want
said
it
that it's going to be someone that's polarizing. Like some people are going to love the person, some people will hate them. So
it's giving
I
Paul.
don't know.
It's giving Paul's coming back for the
If
third
it's
season.
Paul, I'm turning off the TV, moving on to a different show.
If it's Paul, hi everyone. Thank you for watching the first episode of Reality Group Chat. It will be our last. Thank you so much. See you for Perfect Match Season 3, where we judge QT and her dating choices. Thank you.
No, yeah, I don't know. This is going to be interesting, this 17th house guest, but I think we have a good overall 16. So whoever the 17th is, I think will only add to it. Yeah, how do you guys feel about the cast overall?
I think a girl's winning it. I'm going to say it right now. I think a girl's winning it. I don't think any man in this cast right now is giving what I need it to give. I'm going to be completely honest. I just think we have a lot of strong women here. I'm not seeing, I don't know. I'm just not seeing it from the men. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that the winner is going to be a woman this year, but I always say that every year because I love the women. So
I agree. The only thing I worry about is I wish there was like a symbol that said recruit or not, because recruits typically they've only seen the previous season. And that's what always worries me going into the next season is like, are we going to start targeting someone like Chelsea just because that's all the recruits know? Like, are they going to try to take out the powerful woman?
You're correct. I don't hate that. What do you think? What do you think, QT? What is your vibes giving?
I'm feeling good. I also feel like it's going to be a woman this season. I just don't know out of the men that I'm looking at if any of them are like strong enough candidates or will be able to make that case in the end if they are sitting next to one of the other women. Hopefully that's played a strong game. I think if it's a man, I think it could be a Vince or possibly a Zach even. I think Zach might be my like dark horse that I didn't expect to like as much as I am in talking about him. But I think my winner's pick for the season is, what's her name? Sorry, let me find her. Oh, my winner's pick is Ashley Hollis.
That's what I was going to say. I agree with that for sure.
Yeah. I feel like she's strong.
Once again, I worry about coming off of Chelsea's win, how like a strong woman is going to do. Like, I feel like people are going to read into that too much.
Right. I just think that she seems like a personable person that may be able to get in with people to where they don't even think that deeply into it, but maybe until the end. But hopefully with like her competitive dance background and how smart she is being a lawyer, that she's able to do good in the comps, whether it's physical or mental. Yeah. I want to give more of an answer of like who I think will win after watching the first episode or the first few days of feeds just to see how people interact. But based off bios and interviews alone, I think Ashley is like the most capable in my opinion.
God, you know what's crazy is every year I look at the cast and I'm like, I don't see a winner here. Do you know what I mean? It's like so weird. Like,
no, I agree. Year, I scroll through and I'm like, I can't believe one of these people are winning. Like, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Right now, clock it and lock it at whatever time we're at here. The winner of Big Brother 27 is going to be the mystery house guest. Ooh. I just see I know, but I say it every season where I'm like, I do not see the winner here. I don't see the winner of Big Brother. I will say this. I do give it to Ashley. I just think Ashley, to me, she just looks so smart. She looks so like she has it together. And I feel like for me, if I was going into the game and I was like, oh, and especially how she articulates her stuff, like, honestly, I think Ashley's the smartest one in here. Not even just because she's a lawyer, but I also like the videos you saw, how she handles herself, how she speaks. To me, that can be very intimidating to some people. And I think if she's not in the majority alliance, what happens if Ava Pearl just really clocks and locks you guys? Like, what y'all gonna do then?
That wouldn't clock and lock me. I'm down for Ava Pearl.
No, guys, you know what? And when Kelly takes it back to the Amish country, then what you gonna do about it? What you guys gonna do about it? You ain't gonna do
When
nothing,
Kelly takes
huh?
it back, I'll eat my words.
It's about, guys. I don't know. I need to come up with a winner pick, but I just like don't think any of these are winners.
No, it is so
Okay, let's say
interesting.
by our next episode, once we have a full week of episodes, of Big Brother episodes, then we'll each pick our true winner pick after
I'm
seeing a
gonna
little
say,
bit of
as of right now, I'm just gonna say mystery house, guys. She's gonna pull Nicole Franzel from season 18. Lock it and clock it. Thank you so much, everyone. That's what I'm
You
saying.
want to hear a hot take, everyone? Welcome to the group chat. Daniel, it's time to confess. Who is your favorite Big Brother player of all time?
My favorite Big Brother of all time is Nicole Franzel. It is. And you know what? Before you guys cancel the podcast, please, the first season I ever watched, like fully watched, was 16. And 3 months later, the first live show I ever watched was Big Brother 18, which she won. I loved her because she was an underdog. She won the first battle back. And I was like, oh my God, she was like the underdog. I love an underdog, you know, because I viewed myself as an underdog growing up. And then she came to win the first season I watched live. I have a connection. And she won Reindeer Games. Eat your words, y'all. Got Final 3 and All Stars. None of you bitches can say you did that. So you know what? All your favorites, where's the check, huh? So don't come for my girl, Miss Nicole Franzel. She got that baby daddy. She got that money. She won.
As controversial as that take is, I actually understand it. I do think she's a good player. Even in seeing her in All Stars, I think she was really good. She's able to maneuver her way. I think it's just the way she maneuvers her way to the end sometimes is a little bit crazy.
I think she uses men. She
it.
uses men as shields, as they should be, especially when you're hot and you look like that. Yeah, stand in front of me, take my hits. I'm not strong enough for that. Next, and she did it.
Right.
I'm going to say the mystery house guest is my winner pick as of right now, but I do say let's clock and lock in next week on who we really think is going to win the game.
Beautiful. And if we haven't said it, I don't think we said it in the beginning of the podcast, we are going to be posting episodes of Reality Group Chat every single Friday. We figure that after a full week of episodes, after the live episode on Thursdays, Friday's the best day for us to give all of our thoughts. We'll have fun little segments, fun guests. Hopefully we can interview some of the people that are coming out for your jury. But yeah, we are just going to clock that tea every single Friday about the week of Big Brother we've had.
I want to see what people think. Do you guys agree with our reads? Like, I don't know. Maybe we just think we're like on another level or like we're just different shit. But like, please humble us. Like, are we stupid and we're not seeing the vision? We're not seeing Miss Amy's vision for the end. What's the gig? What's the gag? Let us know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm so excited
about this season. I think it's going to be great. I'm excited about this podcast. I can't wait to talk more with my favorite boys about Big Brother. This was so fun, and I cannot wait for the episode that's coming out so soon on Thursday. Oh my gosh.
I know, and I don't even think we're going to be able to watch it Thursday. I'm going to have to wait.
I know. We're going to have to wait because we're doing Traders.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, we will be back on Friday, June 18th with our next episode. And that's going to be covering everything from Thursday, July 10th, all the way until the 17th, the next live show that we have and possibly our first live eviction.
Yep. Well, guys, come back and you guys have to join the group chat. Get your friends to go join the reality group chat. Come on. This is where all the tea is being spilled.
Everywhere at Reality Group Chat, everywhere that exists. Audio, we're going to be on Spotify, Apple Podcast. Yeah, let's discuss though. Do we need to get a little Twitter thread going? Who knows? We don't have a Twitter yet. Do we need to make one of those? A Discord? Listen, whatever y'all want. We're going to make it happen. So
maybe we will be having you guys call in so we can hear your thoughts, questions, comments, and concerns. We want everybody to be part of the reality group chat. No one too big, too small, no whatever. Come in and join. It's open for everyone.
And if you have anyone you want to see on reality group chat, breaking down Big Brother, any of your past favorite reality stars, comment that below so we can get them here immediately.
Amen. All right. Amen. Thank you guys so much. Oh, what were you going to say?
No, see you next Friday. Friday, Sunday.
Thanks for listening to Reality Group Chat.